Hello, everybody. I'm Debashish Roy, the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solution, and I welcome you all to this special webinar on AWS Certified Solution Architect Path Guide, that is a certification guide, how you want to achieve the AWS certification, especially the Solution Architect Associate. So let's start. So mastering the AWS Solution Architect Associate certification topics. So you want to learn the cloud. There is AWS, that is a global leader in the cloud. So what are the topics that you want to master and how you want to proceed towards the certification? That is the thing that we will discuss here. So these are the topics mainly to explore the AWS Solution Architect Associate certifications like the EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud, that is a virtual machine, S3 Simple Storage Service, that is a bucket, S3 bucket, that is a storage, VPC, Virtual Private Cloud, all these things, these are the key topics for achieving the certification. Now, before going into more details, let's see the exams. What are the exam? As already I have told you that is the AWS Solution Architect Associate. Architect means it is mainly focused on the networking part, but definitely it has some parts like the Lambda service, so the database, or some load balancing, or some automation. Definitely these parts are there, but mainly the networking components are there in more details. Length is 130 minutes and cost is 150 US dollar, although it may vary, so you must check the vendor site for that, for the latest cost. Format is 65 questions are there, although it may vary, and either MCQ, multiple choice, or multiple response type questions, where you have to click one answer or you have to click one say checkbox, all these things, although it may vary and you have to visit the vendor site for latest information. Delivery method, you can offline go to any Pearson VUE testing center, or you can give online proctor exam. Now, these are the features that I was talking about for the exam. Like the EC2 is a fundamental service in AWS, and it provides a scalable computing capacity in the cloud. You have to just select the virtual machines, and you have to configure the security groups or the NACL, network ACL, elastic IP address, all these things. And this virtual machine is a very fundamental part for your this cloud environment where you will keep the data. There is a storage like the EBS, Elastic Block Store, which is directly attached with the EC2, and the S3, that is the remote access storage, everything that is there in the EC2. Then the S3 bucket, which is highly durable and scalable object storage service. And you learn about the data storage, how to upload the data. Also the versioning of the S3. Say, for example, you are uploading a file multiple times and you want to keep the versioning there in the timestamp spaces, the lifecycle management, security configurations to ensure data integrity and availability is there. Also, security is paramount in the AWS infrastructure. So you have to understand the identity and access management, IAM roles. Encryption means the KMS, key management service. Other encryption is also there to encrypt the EBS and S3 bucket. The security compliance, monitoring to implement robust security measures, and protective resources and data, of course. Then the VPC, virtual private cloud, that is directly connected to your IP infrastructure and subnetting. Say, for example, you have to configure EC2 in the specific network, specific subnet. Then you have to create a VPC. Also, the route table, security configurations, all this connectivity issues of the network architecture is there. And also the high availability design means the fault tolerance and the auto scaling, load balancing. Say the load is coming from outside, a lot of persons, users are accessing your EC2, so you have to distribute the load with the help of load balancers. Also auto scaling, horizontal or vertical scaling of your EC2 instances to ensure resilience and business continuity. All these things you have to master. Also the cost optimization and the leveraging cost. What are the spot instance, like you are not using an instance, you have terminated that, So there the AWS actually selling the instance for a lower price. So all this cost implementation, this you have to manage. So we can conclude that if you have a solid understanding of all these topics, then definitely you will be well equipped to excel in the exam, in the associate level, certificate level exam there. And also AWS has some professional level also, like they have different levels. They have associate level, they have professional level. Also they have the advanced networking, security, databases, like the DevOps, different types of certifications they offer. Before going into further details, I would like to show you the AWS console. So this is the AWS console that you have. And right now I'm in the IAM, Identity and Access Management, because I've searched the IAM here. And this is where you can create the IAM user groups, means the access management, user group, roles, policies, also the multi-factor authentication. All these things you can configure here, means the security part. Then the first is the, say you can click on these services and you can see that from A to Z there are different services, and here you can click on the compute, and here you can have this EC2 lambda function, means the Python based coding. Everything is there related to the computes. That's the section. You can click on the EC2 here, or you can alternatively search here also the EC2. That is the instances, that is the virtual machine that you are going to launch. Click on the instance, say for example, and you have to launch an instance. So these are the different options that you have to master. And you can see all the images, say the AWS, Amazon Linux, Mac, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, different type of Linux, Mac and Windows instances. There you can launch. So you have to store the data in the instances. Also, you can search the S3 bucket here. You can search the S3, click on S3 here. So this is a S3 bucket. So you have to create a bucket here. You have to click on the create bucket. You have to give a bucket name, and you have to set the ACL, the ownership, and you have to upload the data to the bucket. All these things you can do it from here. Again, I'm going back to the EC2. Here, I'm again going back to the EC2 console here, and here you are seeing the EC2 console, and also you are seeing the different instance types, also the EBS, there is the elastic block store. You can create the different volumes there, and that is directly attached to your EC2 instance. Also you can take the snapshots, and that is a backup. Snapshot means that is a backup of your EC2 instance. That is an image, one type of image. Alternatively, you can take snapshot of the entire, say, volume or entire EC2 instance. Also the AMI, Amazon machine image. So what are the public images we use? We whatever images we use, that is public image or public AMI. Alternatively, you can go for private AMI also, that is available to your account only. You can make a private AMI. Then the volumes, EBS volumes you can create. Alternatively, you can go for security groups, that is in the network and security. Also elastic IP, that is a live public IP that is attached to your EC2 instance. You can go for that elastic IP, although it is very costly. And load balancing, you can configure load balancers, target groups from here, also auto scaling. So in the EC2 you can have all these features there directly in this EC2 in the compute section. So also if you want to launch the Lambda service, you just search there Lambda, and you have this Lambda service. There is a serverless applications. If you want to deploy the serverless application, if you want to build the code, then you can go for this Lambda service. So it is used for coding and for automation. So these are the main topics that you want to master, and you have to just make an account, free tier account with the help of any debit card or credit card, and you have to master these topics there. So this is the certification path for the associate level. And also if you go for the professional level, so again there are some main topics for the professional level. Just I want to tell you in brief that it is also the fault tolerance, disaster recovery, everything is there. Mainly the topics such as IAM, encryption. These are the main topics there. That is definitely there in the architect level, also in the professional level. So we are not going to discuss this again, but there are some advanced topics like advanced networking architecture, like VPC peering, transit gateway, NAT gateway, hybrid cloud. These are the different topics that you do not have in the associate level. But if you go to the professional level, then you'll see this. So you have to master these things in order to achieve the professional level certification as well. Also, the big data and analytics that was not there in the associate level, and the Amazon Redshift database, Kinesis, EMR, these things are advanced levels databases, big data, Hadoop, these things. So you have to master these things in the higher level. And if you go to the higher level, you will work more with the Linux instance rather than the Windows. And then the serverless architecture is more in the professional level with the using the AWS Lambda API gateway. You have to create the APIs also there, and other serverless services are there. Explore the benefits and design considerations. So it is new to you if you are going for the professional level, because it is not much in the asset level. Asset level only is a basic part. So we can congratulate and on completing the journey of mastering the AWS solution architect to anybody who is going to aspire the certifications. And with a solid understanding of these key topics and studies that I have already told you, you can definitely propel in your exam. You can definitely excel in the exam and build a solid career as an AWS solution architect and AWS cloud analyst. And if you go for the job opportunities of the AWS as a cloud analyst also. So there also you will see that there is definitely a very bright future for you if you achieve the associate level or professional level or any such specialization level. You can soar high, because AWS cloud, it is the biggest cloud today. And apart from say Azure or Google Cloud, this AWS is a master. It is the giant in the cloud market. So it has the largest market share also. And as a AWS cloud analyst, you can definitely build your career on a solid foundation. And every organization is seeking skilled professionals, seeking cloud professionals, because every server, even routers, switches, wireless LAN controller, the DNS center, the automation controllers in the Cisco, everything is moving towards cloud. So you have to know the cloud, you have to master the cloud, and everybody is looking for the cloud professionals, even more than network engineers. So job market is very, very high there. And there is lucrative salaries also in India. It can be up to 30, 40, uh, you know, like you can say the LPA, that is 30, 40 lakh LPA per annum, and even more. If you go abroad, it can go to limitless. So definitely the pay packages are also there. So it demands the substantial remuneration packages also, because whatever I've told you, that it is the most demanding solution for today. uh, Apart from the cybersecurity, this cloud computing is the future of networking. Yes, definitely you have to have the traditional network, but everything is moving towards the cloud. So definitely it is the most lucrative market here today. So everybody should learn this AWS certifications. Everybody should go for it. And key skills, I have already told you: the cloud architecture, data management, the strong problem solving, communication skills. These are the vital thing that you have to master in order to become the cloud analyst or the cloud engineer. The career growth is limitless here. It is very promising with opportunities to advance into role as cloud architect, solution architect, or cloud consultant. So if you're starting as a cloud analyst, that is the first stepping stone. Then you can achieve the cloud architect level or solution architect level or cloud consultant. So it depends on your architect level or development level. If you say switch to development level or security level, you can do that on. And also the highest level is a consultant. So there is endless opportunity for you here. And industry applications, also the AWS cloud analysts are in very high demand across various industries, including technology industry, finance, healthcare, and e-commerce. And their expertise is definitely very vital and very much required in driving the digital transformation of these industries. So obtaining the AWS certifications such as Certified Solution Architect and Data Analytics can significantly enhance the career prospects that we have been discussing throughout this webinar. So we can definitely conclude that the field of the AWS cloud analyst, it offers abundant opportunities and lucrative salaries. So your career will be, the growth will be endless. Even if you compare with other technologies like the say the Cisco networking, yes, that is in high demand also. But everything, say the Cisco or any other Juniper, any technology, that is also in the cloud. Any application that we use nowadays, that is cloud based. So without cloud, we cannot just think of the networking. So cloud is definitely the future of the networking, and it is happening right now. So with the right expertise and training, individuals definitely can unlock their full potential, and that is the thing that you have to do in the cloud. And cloud is the place where you have to unlock your potential. So with that note, we can conclude that definitely this AWS certified solution architect, associate, professional, and even the say the other paths like the specialization paths are definitely good for your career growth, and it is the best one to invest for. So these were the things that I wanted to tell you today about the certification paths of the growth, and also I showed you how to master it by making a simple AWS console, and you can practice all these things there. So I hope that you have got a very good knowledge about this AWS certification path guides and what are the levels that you can achieve in the AWS certification. So everybody should go for this AWS. AWS is the future of networking that I've already told you. So again, I would like to thank everybody for joining this webinar, and I hope that you have got an immense knowledge on this AWS certification path. And I would like to uh, definitely encourage you for this certification. So you just start the study today itself and build a very lucrative career on the cloud. So with that note, we come to the end of this webinar for today. But I will come with some more topics in coming days. So thanks for attending this webinar. Bye for now. Bye.